today I'm just going to do a bit of a walk around of the boat and just show some of the things that we've replaced or worked on since we bought Southern Comfort way back in 2017. So if you're interested, here we go. So starting at the front of the boat, this bow roller assembly here was repaired at one stage. It basically split in half, so we had someone in Sammy fix that. The anchor chain has been replaced. We've got 70 metres of anchor chain. That's about 2 years old, and as you can see, it's quite rusty already. This anchor winch was replaced a couple of years ago because our old one, the gearbox packed up in it and it wasn't worth fixing. We've got our dinghy here. I always keep it covered because the sun just wrecks the PVC on these things. Last year this dinghy, the whole back of it fell out, this transom piece here. It was all glued back in with some success, but we've had that since 2018, but I'm thinking we need to get a new one pretty soon. All of the rigging on this boat was replaced last year, so all these ropes that go up the mast, spinnaker rope and the like, and all these stays were replaced as well. So they took the mast off with a crane, and all this 10mm steel wire was replaced, and these big crimp fittings on the ends. So there was all of that work, and the backstay as well. Good sound effect there. So I've sanded back this timber rail on the edge of the deck, and it's a bit worse for wear, but has had some sealer on it. It's still a bit ordinary looking, but anyway, it'll survive. All our teak was replaced 2 years ago, I think it was. It's definitely in need of a new lot of finish on it. I'll get around to that one day soon. This table is new. We had that done in Turkey by a really good carpenter. The original table was shorter, it was only about this long, so we've made it a bit longer, and it's much nicer timber. Going down the back, these cushions were new a couple of years ago. We had those made, just a bit more comfort while we're travelling. These steering wheel cupboards I did last year, so this is new leather on these, both wheels. Our chart plotter down here was replaced a couple of years back in Rhodes, again because our old one died. We have some instruments back here. There's the depth, wind, and over the other side is our autopilot controller and another wind instrument. This year we had a really strange fault where this autopilot controller stopped communicating with the rest of the system, and we had some really weird stuff going on, and it turned out to be a cable over on this side, on the back of this wind instrument, which I don't know where it goes, but when I disconnected it, everything worked fine. Bit of a mystery, that one. A while back we had the clear parts of our Dodger replaced. Not very clear at the moment because they're pretty dirty. And we've also had stitching repaired on this, as well as on the shade at the back here. It's still hanging together, but it is getting pretty old. Our solar panels up the back, we've got two 240 watt panels back here. They were replaced a few years back. They basically keep us running, give us enough power to keep the boat going. We had our mainsail replaced 2 years ago. There's about 50 square metres of sail rolled up inside of that mast. I won't unroll it to show you today, but that was one of our more significant purchases. Moving inside, we've covered the new electrical panel elsewhere, but everything there is working really well, and our batteries are good. We've got a portable fridge that we use for our drinks. It's again, very efficient little fridge. It's working well for us. In the galley, we've got a microwave oven which we can use. Last night we cooked rice on the new batteries, worked fine. We use an electric kettle for all our hot water, for dishes and the like, when we haven't otherwise got hot water. This is a thing called a remoska, which is an electric, like a small oven that we use. We've also got gas cooktop, which we use as little as possible, and an oven that we never use. One of the problems with gas is that originally we had Turkish gas bottles, but the gas bottles in Greece are a different size and a different fitting. So we've got a whole bunch of empty gas bottles now, and we're going to have to change things over to use the Greek ones. This fridge and freezer is not the original. The original fridge was leaking gas all the time, so we eventually replaced it. But this is a much better fridge, and works well for us. Our washing machine, which we have covered recently, but that's working well for us. It's now done lots of loads of washing. And associated with that, we had to put a pump in with a water sensor switch to pump the water out, as this machine doesn't have an internal pump. It just drains the water out. Our fridge is built into a cabinet, and there's actually two compressor units in there, one for the fridge, one for the freezer, so it does generate quite a bit of heat in hot weather. So there's actually some fans been added, which has a temperature controlled switch, so when it gets hot in there, these fans come on to help keep the fridge cool. All of the windows in the main cabin had curtains on them, which some were mouldy and some had shrunk because we washed them. So anyway, we've put these blinds in, which we were able to get through a marine shop this year. I've put an automatic switch on the bilge pump on this boat. It probably should have always been there. Incidentally, in this area, before we launched, there was a lot of water in the boat. We're really not sure where it came from, but it took us about 2 weeks to get all the water out.